Welcome to the wonderful world of art. Hello, fellow art enthusiasts. Have you ever looked at a painting and wondered, how did they do that? It can feel like magic, right? But just like a magician reveals their secrets, we're about to unlock the magic of art together. Get ready to explore the 7 essential elements of art. Don't worry, we'll skip the fancy jargon and keep it simple and fun. Think of these elements as the building blocks of any masterpiece, from a child's doodle to a Da Vinci. Each element plays a unique role in bringing an artwork to life. By understanding these elements, you'll start to see the world through an artist's eyes, noticing details you never knew existed. So, are you ready to embark on this colorful journey? Let's dive right in. First up is line, the most fundamental element. Think of it as the starting point of any drawing. Lines can be straight, curved, thick, thin, or even broken. They define shapes, create movement, and lead your eye across the artwork. Imagine drawing a flower. You start with simple lines to outline the petals, stem, and leaves. These lines form the basic structure of your flower. Look around you. Lines are everywhere. The edge of your phone, the branches of a tree, even the wrinkles on your hand. Next, we have shape, the outline or silhouette of an object. Shapes are two-dimensional, meaning they have height and width. Circles, squares, triangles, these are all basic shapes. Artists use shapes to create recognizable objects in their artwork. A circle might become the sun, a square could be a window, and a triangle might transform into a mountain peak. Look closely at a painting. Can you identify the different shapes used to create the scene? While shape is flat, form is its three-dimensional cousin. Form gives an object volume and makes it look real, like you could reach out and touch it. Think of a sculpture or a clay pot, they have form. Artists use techniques like shading and perspective to create the illusion of form on a flat surface. Light and shadow play a crucial role in making objects appear round, solid, and lifelike. Value is the lightness or darkness of a color. It helps to create contrast and visual interest in an artwork. Artists use value to create depth and dimension, making objects appear more realistic. Imagine a black and white photograph. It's all about value. By understanding value, you'll be able to create more dynamic and engaging art. Let's dive deeper into how value works. When you look at a painting or drawing, notice how the artist uses different shades to create highlights and shadows. These variations in value make an object pop off the page, giving it a three-dimensional appearance. To practice, start by creating a value scale. This is a simple exercise where you transition from light to dark using a single color. It will help you understand how to manipulate value in your own work. Next, try applying these principles to a basic shape, like a sphere or a cube. Observe how the light interacts with the surface and use varying degrees of value to render the object. Remember, mastering value is a journey. The more you practice, the more intuitive it will become. Keep experimenting, and soon you'll find that your artwork has a new level of depth and realism. Texture is the surface quality of an object, how it feels or looks like it would feel. It can be rough, smooth, soft, or hard. Artists use texture to add interest and detail to their work. Think of a painting that looks so real you can almost feel the rough bark of a tree or the soft fur of an animal. Texture brings art to life. To incorporate texture into your own artwork, start by observing the world around you. Notice the different textures in your environment, how the roughness of a brick wall contrasts with the smoothness of a glass window. Take note of how light and shadow play on these surfaces, enhancing their texture. One way to practice is by creating texture studies. Choose a few objects with different textures and try to replicate them on paper. Use various techniques like hatching, cross-hatching, stippling, and blending to mimic the texture. Experiment with different tools and mediums, such as pencils, charcoal, or even paint, to see how they can be used to create texture. Remember, texture is not just about the visual aspect, it's also about the tactile experience. Even in a faceless medium like digital art, you can create the illusion of texture by carefully manipulating light, shadow, and color. As you continue to explore texture, you'll find that it adds a rich, tactile dimension to your artwork, making it more engaging and lifelike. So keep experimenting, keep observing, and let texture become a vital part of your artistic toolbox. The more you practice, the more you'll understand how texture can transform your art from flat and static to dynamic and immersive. Color is one of the most expressive elements of art. It can convey mood, emotion, and atmosphere. Artists use color to create harmony, contrast, and balance in their work. Imagine a vibrant sunset with its warm hues of red, orange, and yellow. These colors can make you feel warmth, joy, and even nostalgia. By mastering color, you'll be able to evoke powerful feelings and create stunning visual effects. To start, familiarize yourself with the color wheel and understand how primary, secondary, and tertiary colors interact. Notice how complementary colors like blue and orange can create striking contrasts, while analogous colors like red and orange can create harmonious blends. Pay attention to color temperature as well. Warm colors like reds and yellows can evoke warmth and energy, while cool colors like blues and greens can create a sense of calm and tranquility. Experiment with different color schemes in your work. Try monochromatic schemes for a cohesive look, or triadic schemes for a vibrant and balanced palette. Don't be afraid to play with saturation and value. These can add depth and intensity to your colors. Use color to guide the viewer's eye, highlight focal points, and express the underlying emotions of your piece. As you delve deeper into the world of color, you'll discover its endless possibilities and how it can transform your artwork. Just like texture, color adds a dynamic layer to your creations, making them more engaging and evocative. So embrace the power of color, experiment boldly, and let it become a cornerstone of your artistic practice. Space refers to the area around, between, and within objects. It can be positive, filled with something, or negative, empty. Artists use space to create a sense of depth and perspective in their work. Think of a landscape painting where the distant mountains appear smaller and lighter in color. Understanding space will help you create more realistic and engaging compositions. By manipulating space, you can guide the viewer's eye and create a sense of movement within your piece. For instance, overlapping elements can make some objects appear closer than others, while linear perspective techniques can add a three-dimensional feel to a flat surface. Thank you for watching today's video, and I implore you to hit that like button, subscribe to this channel, and comment below what you would like me to cover next. Until next time, do explore and experiment with these 7 elements of art in your artwork.